So it's been a while since you've all last seen me. Sorry for the bumpiness going down the Camino road. So I'm coming back into the vlogs, giving Andy a hand because I'm off for 6 days for Easter. So makes things a bit more easier. So I'd thought start the day off with going off to work. Obviously, again, can't film at work for security reasons because of what I do. But first, we're going to take Sebastian to nursery, and we're going to go from there. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is the last, like I said earlier, this is the last day for me at work and the last day for Sebastian in nursery. I don't know if you saw it just then, but the moon was there, and obviously just before the sun was rising. It's really weird when that happens. Really weird. It's 7 degrees in the sunny south of Spain. It's cold. 7 degrees Celsius. 7 degrees Celsius. I think that's roughly about 36 degrees Fahrenheit. So Andy is actually off with Lexi today, one of our friends. He's going to go get some plant starts to put in the new land that we've not had coffee yet this morning. So he's off to go get some plant starts this morning with our friends and Lexi, because obviously she's off school for 2 weeks. To plant in the new land, and then obviously when I finish work, it's working with the animals. My time off has come to an end. So yeah, it should be fun. There are reasons why I haven't been vlogging. Obviously work's one of them. It's been really, really busy at work. But there are a few other reasons, but I'll go through that later on in the vlog. It's sad, but it's happy at the same time, you know. So we want the kids to kind of grow up how we used to grow up. You know, Sebastian sitting in the allotment eating peas like I used to, or Lexi digging like Andy did. And it all kind of started from my cousin. She was very much a sister to me than anything else. And she passed away in January, and I remember getting a phone call of her husband, Fran, saying that she had a stroke and she'd gone into hospital. Obviously with COVID happening and everything, no one could really see her, no one could be with her. We couldn't fly from Spain to spend any time with her. But it's because of them for what we do. She was a beautiful person. She was a beautiful woman, strong, independent. The kids she raised were amazing, and Fran, her husband, was one of a kind and is one of a kind. And what he's doing now, battling on with having the loss of a mother and a wife and a best friend, it's so proud of them. Her name was Tina, and no matter what I did when I grew up, anything I did bad, never batted an eyelid, because that was what growing up was, you know. Always took everything on the chin, always about growing everything from the ground, you know. Chickens, sheep, horses, you name it, she had it, you know. And the day I found out that she passed away, it was really hard for me, because I couldn't be there for the funeral. And technology nowadays, you know, I was sat in sunny Spain watching the funeral procession, and it was so hard. And I've had my moments since where I cry on the way to work, and this is one of the main reasons why I stopped vlogging, because I stopped caring. Because she was the reason why I cared. Because we had done this because of what she'd brought into my life growing up. Obviously, me and Andy have been together 10 years, so he had 10 years of learning the lessons that I did up at the field, and polytunnels and chickens. She was the reason we had 3 chickens and a mid-terrace bungalow in Cambridge. You know? And I know she's not here anymore, but she still is. Because even though she's not here, she will be. Now, normally at a funeral, they give you the card that has everything written in it. But she was so much into planting and her vegetables and her flowers that there were also these wildflower seeds. Plant these seeds in love and memory of Tina White. Sow with love to go a living memory of Tina. That's what we're going to do. We've moved the bench. We've got a new tree to go in. And we're going to plant some wildflowers. Now, my cousin suffered with a condition called lupus. And not a lot of people know about this condition. And even I still don't know that much about the condition. But the money that was raised by the family, I think it was ended up over being £1,000. And everyone out there has lost someone. Whether it be a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, a friend, a cousin, or some sort of relative. We always lose someone, and as you grow older, it becomes more frequent. And it's really sad to say, but it's life. But we can't just stop. We can't stop. Because we need to keep going, because that's what they would have wanted us to do. And I think sowing these wildflowers, because she was wild. She was spontaneous, and oh wow, the stories I could tell you was just wow. But she was also so very animals, vegetables, healthy eating. You know, I always remember her saying to me, if it grows from the ground, it's fine. Until you eat the stinging nettle and you realise that it's not so fine. No amount of dock leaves could save your mouth. It's now April. So it's 3 months since she passed away. And I don't know. It's really hard to say. It is really hard to say. Andy has been, not bugging me, but wanting me to do a video about her, but it's just been finding the right time, finding the headspace and the heart space to be able to do it, because it's something really personal to me, really personal. And with every passing to everyone, it's always very personal. You know, she was a light, like, whether it be about the kids or asking about the baby goats, or, you know, and he drove his first tractor on the field, and we had just got a new, what was it, a Freelander. We'd just got a new Freelander. We'd bought it the day before. Got on this tractor, and it had, I can't even tell you the technological term for it. It was like a swinging arm on the back. And he managed to drive the tractor, forgetting about the swinging arm, and he went straight into the side of our new car. But she is the reason who I am today. She made me who I am. She gave me and Andy that passion to start doing what we're doing. You know, when she first found out that we were starting to vlog, so supportive. And she leaves behind a husband, mother, sister, cousins, children. She was very, I always used to call her Mother Teresa, because no matter who you were, no matter what your problem, she'd push all of hers aside. And she would just listen. We'd be sat in the garden, she'd be telling us about the tomatoes she's grew in some weird plastic container and recycling, and so I'm sitting here in the pouring down rain, speaking about love and lost. Love and lost. Baby steps to grow on. We survived the floods. Baby steps. We're surviving COVID. Baby steps. We're surviving a loss. Also baby steps. Because in life, you can't rush anything. And that's one thing she always taught me. And this is one thing I try and teach Lexi. The hare and the tortoise. And it all comes down to that. You're better off just bit by bit, little by little, to get where you want. There's no race. You're not racing against anyone else. You can't compare yourself to anyone else. Because everyone else has loved and lost differently. Lost differently, loved differently. But we love what we do here. We love waking up, as crazy it sounds. It's 6:30 in the morning to go and feed the animals, collect the eggs, put the goats to bed, milking. I can't milk. I've tried. The goats don't like my touch, obviously. The one person I always wanted to come out here was to see what we had done, to see what we had accomplished, no matter what obstacle had come our way. You know, we'd built everything up, and as you can see in one of our previous videos, the flood just within split seconds just took it all away. And since then we've been building it again. I'm actually lying. I mean, you can see it's raining, and you can see the amount of mud And Andy's wellies. Mine were wet, I left them out. And I'm just waiting for the day where Fran and the kids can come out and just see everything. And it's not, you know, I mean, my mum and dad have supported us a lot. There's other people that have supported us through and through. But Tina was different. No matter what crazy ideas we kind of thought up together, or whether Andy was in the mix thinking of these ideas and Fran would be sitting there going, oh my God. It'll all work out. Got mascara. It will all work out. And it's hard to say, but life goes on. And it does. And everyone just keeps on moving no matter how you're feeling. So I'm going to leave it there. Bit of food for thought. Or alfalfa for thought. Not my kind of food, but the goats love it. And yeah, just thank you for listening and hearing my story. And I know it's taken a lot to kind of get it off my chest, but I hope I've done her proud. I really do. And you'll see more of me, I promise. Just going through a hard patch. A really hard patch. But by the end of it, we'll be smelling of wildflowers. So we're going to go see Andy now. Yes, I'm going to take Sebastian, who's just finished his nap. I'm going to go take him and see Andy and Lexi and just a bit of a happiness. See what we're growing.